Let me show you the freehand drawing tools really quickly. There's two of them. One is the brush tool, which sort of creates like a fat, if you think about painting, right, it's like a fatter line. And if you can just draw a squiggle here. And then what you can do is you can select individual anchor points and sort of adjust those as needed. And honestly, there are tools, like I own a Wacom tablet, which is it's basically a tablet with a pen on it. So if you're more of an artist, you can get a tablet type of a thing and then draw. It's a lot easier to draw curves and really be a little bit more precise with those. But the other thing that people do as well is sometimes they will freehand draw something, the line shapes in pencil or pen, scan it in, and then there is an Autotrace option in Illustrator where you can trace all those dark lines. So, and I can show you guys that a little bit later as well. And that would, I would guess, maybe be a little bit more useful because that way you don't have to like invest in a tablet or anything. You could just draw, scan it in, and then sketch, and then you get to kind of color things in from there if you wanted to. So just to go, okay, so freehand drawing tools. Sorry, we'll take a little pause from the Pathfinder. There was the brush that I mentioned that has kind of a thicker one, and here, if you go up to your control panel, this is where you can control the size of your brush in points. So let's say 12 is going to be like a nice big thick brush. Yeah, or 0.25 will be a thin brush. So that's the pen or the brush tool, and then there's a pencil tool which is even skinnier and tends to be a little bit more true to your actual movements. So when you draw a curve with the brush tool, it tends to sort of curve it out a little bit, like soften it up, and then the pencil tool tends to be a little bit more true to your actual movements. Now, if you double click on either the pen or the pencil tool, you can get a dialog box, and this actually allows you to adjust the fidelity with which it's mimicking your stroke. So again, if you want lots of like rounded, need to soften up whatever you're doing, you can put it on really smooth. If you want it to be very exact, you can put it on accurate. I find, like Rachel, the pencil and the pen or the pencil and the brush tool are really hard for me to use just because I don't end up with the shape that I want. So and I'm doing more minimalist stuff anyway, so I usually get by with lines and circles and